What's up, YouTube? It's Chris from Team Innovate along with Squiz,
How you doing?
and yeah, he's one of the newer members of the team. We're just chilling and putting up one of the first videos we've done in a while. This is a pack preview for whatever this pack is. My bad, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm stupid. Return of the Duelist. So I'm gonna have a couple videos actually on this pack because they just recently released the full list for it, and so this one's gonna be about the cards that just kind of caught my eye as far as handy to the game and stuff like that. And I'm going to do a couple more videos just discussing the archetypes that are coming out in here. So, first card I wanted to go over. Like normal, I'm going to have all of the links in the bottom. Sorry for the quality, guys. My original camera fell while it was in my pants when I washed it, so this camera's kind of shitty. Point being, first card is Unifolia, Holy Beast of the Fourth. And real quick, let me say, remember to comment, thumbs up, subscribe, and yes, all the links will be down there in the info. So yeah, Unifolia. It's an Earth Beast 1-star, 700 attack, 500 defense, and its effect says, if the only monsters in your graveyard are beast monsters, you contribute this face-up card to target one beast-type monster in your hand or graveyard, except Unifolia, special summon that target. This turn, that monster cannot attack. So far, doesn't really do much, but they are releasing some beast cards in this pack, and there are some other beast cards that are maybe a little trickier to get out, but have good effects. So I feel like this is definitely a sleeper card. Like, it'll be good if somebody finds something stupid with it, or if they just release, like, good beast cards. Next card is Block Golem.
Ooh, Legos.
It is a 1000 attack, 1500 defense, 3-star rock effect, and it's Earth. Its effect is, if the only monsters in your graveyard are Earth-type monsters, you contribute this face-up card to target 2 level 4 lower rock-type monsters in your graveyard. Except Block Golem. Special summon those targets in face-up defense position. Then turn those monsters can activate those effects, or whatever effects they may have on the field. So the card is kind of because you can activate effects, but I feel like you could also do silly things with this deck, with this card, with like a what's the word for it? A rock stun deck, because a rock stun I think could use some support. But yes, you can activate their effects, so it doesn't even get around like things like how if you tribute the card, like for instance, I guess the core Chimera things, you tribute them and their effects like resolve in the graveyard. Wording bad. Point being, you know what I mean, skill drain, tributing things to activate their effects. This one specifically says you can't activate them, but if you bring back something like a Fossil Dino, and it's a continuous effect that they can't special summon, that would be nice too. So I think Blood Golem could like be like a little shenanigans in Rockstone. This is personally one of my favorite monsters in the set, Silver Sniper. It is a 4-star warrior, 1500 attack, 1300 defense, Earth, and it says that you can set this card face down in your spell and trap card zone as a spell card. If this face down card in your spell and trap card zone is destroyed by an opponent's card effect sent to the graveyard, special summon this card from your graveyard during the end phase and destroy one card your opponent controls. So you just kind of sat and bluff. If they blind MST, if they heavy storm, this guy comes back to the end phase and just wrecks their field. So I personally think this is really cool. It also opens you up to some Exceed plays and stuff like that next turn. The next card, they're releasing a lot of Earth cards in this set, and so I get what it's for, but at the same time, I kind of feel like this card is a little late for the party. His name is Sandcloud Knight, and for any of you lore whores like I am, you can go on the page and see that this guy is Armageddon Knight before he caught a case of the emo vibe. And he's 4 stars, got the same stats, same armor, he's just not, he hasn't fallen to the dark side yet. Point being though, it says flip. Send 1 Earth monster from your deck to the graveyard. Now, if this card was only out during the plant format, do you know the stupid, shitty shenanigans one could do? Just set this card, set 2 back row. Your opponent's like, alright, I'm going to play a little modestly, doesn't play anything. Your turn, you're like, oh, MST. Oh, shit, there goes my trap card. Flip this guy, drop Dandelion, 1-for-1 global, sport, like whatever, just go nuts. Hyper Librarian into Formula Synchron would become like the easiest play ever. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it could have some uses because they are, like I said, releasing a lot of Earth support for this pack, but good lord, if this guy was out sooner. Next card is Heroic Champion Excalibur. He is the pack card. 2 level 4 warrior type monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 2 Exceed materials from this card until your opponent's next end phase. This card's original attack is doubled. The minuses unlike Blade Armor, because this pretty much is the alternative to Blade Armor, unlike Blade Armor, you can't use this effect twice. If you get Veilered once, oops, fuck you. And if you get Fiendish Chained, oops. But as a game ender, I feel like this guy's got a lot more potential simply because he only attacks once. He goes up to a 4,000 and he attacks once, meaning they don't have a chance to drop Gores on your 22, and then you're like, shit. So this guy is actually really good. And then furthermore, he protects himself for a turn because he stays at 4,000 until your opponent's next end phase. He's also light, so you can drop Honest. In a hero deck, he can be another target for Shining with Miracle Fusion. Next is OOPArts Crystal Alien. It's a rather weak card, but it's an alternative to Giga Brilliant, and while it doesn't give the attack boost, it's light, it is 3-star, 21 1000, so pretty much since Giga Brilliant usually doesn't stay on the field for more than one turn, he already starts at Giga Brilliant starting attack, but his effect is what's balling him. Once per turn, when this card is targeted for an attack, you can detach one Exceed material from this card. In this turn, the card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Any battle damage you would take from this battle involving this card is inflicted to your opponents instead. So this guy is actually pretty good. He's decent, you know. And it's just like there's some lousy things that can be done with him, but no, it's definitely a silly card. Next one, Geargiganto X. This card screams use them with gadgets. Simcoe 40 go, but no. 2 level 40, good lord, it is 5 o'clock. 2 level 4 machine type monsters. Once per turn, you can attach one Exceed material from this card. Add one level 4 lower machine type monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. When this card leaves the field, you can special summon one level 3 or lower Geargia monster from your graveyard. So it works with the archetype, and if you're just splashing it, it's a rank 4, so 23 attack. So it's something easy for your gadgets to go into, and then he can, if you Pot of Avarice, he can just restart the gadget loop. So that's good. Giant God of the Silver Summit. It is rank 3, Earth, 1800 attack, 22 defense. Once per turn, you can attach one Exceed material from this card to target one set card your opponent controls, and it can be activated while this card is face up on the field. If this card destroys an opponent's monster for battle while it has Exceed material, you can target one Earth monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in face of damage position. So all I gotta say about this one is, as a fan of X-Sabers, I feel like this could be a little shenanigans. Like, you could simply exceed for this card, seal one of their spells and traps, MST the other, whatever, go nuts, drop the nuts, swing over their monster with this guy, and detach special summon an X-Saber from your grave. So I think that's actually really cool. So, I might just tinker with that just for fun in my spare time. Next one is Swordbreaker. I don't know what, some cards can make this, yeah, like, it does look cool, but like I said, the camera's kind of shitty, I'm sorry. It takes 2 level 6 monsters, 27 attack, 1000 defense. Once per turn, you can attach an Exceed material from this card and declare one type. Activate its effect, or this effect. This card battles a monster, the declare type, destroy that monster immediately. So if you needed a pinch, it's like a Catastor, except it only activates twice, so kind of sad, but kind of not sad. Wanshan, like I was saying before, well, I didn't say before, I was talking before I made this video, I feel like this pack has a lot of random support for random decks. Like Wanshan, for instance, if you control a level 1 monster, add one level 1 monster from your deck to your hand. During this turn, if you do not normal summon the monster you add it to your hand by this effect, or a card with the same name, you take 2000 damage during the next end phase. All I gotta say is, Mystic Piper. Drop Battle Fader, activate Wanshan, search Mystic Piper, search Kinkobio, search another Battle Fader. Well, don't search that Battle Fader, my bad, that's a bad player move, you can't summon that. So yeah, search Kinkobio, search Mystic Piper, search that 1 star that you want for the turn, and play it. So Wanshan, I think, can speed up Mystic Piper, for all you guys who are riding the nuts of Mystic Piper. Rockfall Area, another rock support card, I think. Once per turn, if a monster you control be destroyed by battle, you can send one rock type monster from your deck to the graveyard instead. This combined with gear, I think, is kind of nice. Like, you can save the monsters you want to save from, like, pesky, I guess, like, you know, just big runners, and then dump monsters you may not want to draw into, monsters you might want to put in grave. It's definitely, I think, a good card. Then you have Compulsory Withdrawal Device. Not quite sure what to think of this yet, but it's kind of lousy. Each player targets one monster they control, shuffle those targets back in the deck. I don't ever like my opponent being able to choose, but at the same time, it can have some silly things. You can really turtle some things in your deck that you don't want getting destroyed. XYZ Soul. This card isn't really good. It just caught my attention because it's kind of lousy. Target one XYZ monster in our player's graveyard until the end phase. All monsters you control can equal to that target's rank times 200. Then you can return that target to the extra deck. So I just think that's kind of funny, personally. Last but not least, Soul Drain. Fuck you, Dark Worlds. We now have a card to play against you. Pay 1,000 life points to activate this card. While this card is face up on the field, monsters that are banished or in the graveyard cannot activate their effects. So, this is a skill drain for the banished and the grave, which means now after Soul Drain and Skill Drain are up, the only effects we can't put a blanket dampener on are in the hand. So all I gotta say is, fuck you, Dark Worlds, because now we got a card that'll shut your ass down. So you can pop Skill Drain if you want, but if you pop Skill Drain and I pop Soul Drain, oops, I guess we're just not going to be playing shit. It's like nobody can get off the backs. So that's pretty much it. Just let me know what you guys think. Remember to comment, subscribe, thumbs up, do whatever, jerk off, as long as you subscribe to the channel. That'd be nice. Just click the button, stuff like that.
Don't do it all at the same time, though.
Done. Well, if you want to. Your keys might get a bit sticky. You know, like, maybe. Oh, no, whatever. So anyway, yeah. All the links will be down at the bottom like I normally do. And yeah, there'll be like a link up here or up here to subscribe. So yeah, Team Innovate.
Let's make it happen.
Signing out.